is so cool. So I found a picnic table. It's a very nice spot to have a bit of a picnic, especially if you're out here with friends or a special someone. It's really cool. And it's also nice that it's shaded as well. So there's a bit of a breeze coming in, which is great. We're just waiting for the boat to pass by. Every time I don't feel like going out, that's the thing that I want to do in 2021. It is to do the opposite of what I'm feeling. So in this case, this morning, I didn't really feel like going out, but I had already planned to go out, and I'm so glad that I stuck with it. The past couple of times of not wanting to go out and pushing myself to do it, I've not regretted at all. In fact, I've really loved the content that came out of it, and that's something that I really want to push for this year and moving forward. And I would definitely encourage anyone who's trying to start something to do it. Like, really just get your hands dirty, go out, do the work, because you will really enjoy the process. Even though there will be failures, I think just being able to document the journey and see how you grow, how you process things, how you learn is so exciting and it's so fulfilling. So I would definitely encourage you guys to head out, explore, learn more about yourself, do the things that you love. Don't waste any time. And I think the saddest thing you could do is actually to hold back and live with regret. So I would definitely say just go all out. So the only thing I regret not having is a good pair of shoes. So right now my shoes they're comfy, but they're not the most comfy when it comes to walking long distances, because it's not meant to be a pair of like hiking, trekking shoes. So I think that's something that I really want to get, a better pair of walking shoes. It's such a shame that this has been cordoned off because it looks really cool. So I actually found my way to Fort Siloso. I've never been here before. It's kind of creepy, like, because, well, I'm not really into history, but I think this was the place where they had the tanks and stuff when it came to the Japanese occupation in World War II. So this was probably a launching point for like the big cannon balls and whatnot. So this place is really cool. Really wasn't expecting to walk into it. I probably want to explore it today because my shoes aren't the most comfy. But I'm still trying to look for the cave of Tanjong Rumau. So it might be on the other side. On second thoughts, since I'm here, I might as well check the place out. I'll probably try to head to the peak, which is up there, and see if there is a really nice view before trying to find the cave of Tanjong Rumau. So I was saying that it's kind of creepy because I was walking past and then I saw all the statues. So I'm just gonna try to go up to the top to see if the view's nice. I'm not really the biggest fan of history, even though it's important. But and also my feet hurt at the moment, so I don't really want to be walking too much. So I normally find all these kind of like war history places very creepy. I don't know, even though I'm here at broad daylight, there's just something about it that doesn't sit well with me. Like this room. I'm sorry, but if you're expecting a history lesson from me, you can forget all about it because I'm like the last person you should ask when it comes to anything related to current affairs and history. Honestly, I can't imagine ever living through a war. I think it's so terrible and so scary, and I really can't imagine the people who did live through it. It's one of those things where the thought about it just makes me sick, and I'm so glad that Singapore is a really safe country to be in right now, and we're in relatively stable times, even though there are many other war-torn countries in other parts of the world. So my heart definitely goes out to those people and those nations. So I'm a little afraid of heights, only if I look down for long periods of time. We are actually really high up. Whoa! And over there you can see Siloso Beach where we started. Also, I do apologize, this lens does not really handle flare that well, and I have an ND filter on. So remember we started out down the bottom this morning and we were walking, and then we saw that it was barricaded. That's because they're doing constructions at the moment. So it makes sense now. We were all the way there, heading up the trail. So currently we're at the Fort Siloso Skywalk. And you can actually come up here by the lift. You can also take the stairs if you're up for that.
And these men are members of the Singapore Volunteer Artillery.
So it's a little bit noisy because there's a guy upstairs like blowing the leaves, but I had a bit of a shock when I entered because of the sound that came on. I do believe that these places are like motion censored, so whenever you approach an exhibit, the audio comes on. It was a bit dim, and then like the sound just started rolling. It's quite funny. So I'm definitely not one who is interested in museums, so it's a bit of a waste. Thankfully there wasn't an entrance fee because I wouldn't pay to come here, only because I'm not interested in history or like museums. But I think it's a really cool place if you are interested in history, especially with regards to like wartime. There's a lot of like different chambers and information, so I encourage you guys to check it out if you are interested in it. Honestly, can't imagine living in those times and having to go through these bunkers and whatnot. It's so creepy. Oh, this place is so creepy. Remember we were up there? Oh my gosh. Honestly, these places are so creepy. My goodness. Honestly, these kinds of places remind me of like torture chambers. I don't know why. Something about it is just very off and very creepy, and everything is so dilapidated and run down. It is so scary. We have made it out alive! That was seriously so creepy, but I would really recommend that you check this place out. It's pretty cool, especially if you're gonna read up on the history and read all the little like signages on, you know, what happened in the past. I definitely recommend that you come here first thing in the morning, because that's when you'll beat the crowds, and it's a lot creepier when you're like the only one just exploring the place. The other alternative would be to come in the late afternoon towards the evening. I think that will also be very creepy and it will up the whole experience. So that was like the biggest side trail when it comes to finding the caves. We will definitely head back. Ooh, I see a bus coming. We'll definitely head back to try to find the caves. Okay, we are back on schedule trying to find these caves. Hopefully we do find it and then I'll head off because it is starting to get warm now. I don't know if you can see, but someone actually brought their dog to the spot where I was at early on. So cute, the dog's having so much fun. I love how there's literally nobody here. It's so good. Perhaps the caves are in through there, but it's currently under construction, which is unfortunate. We made it back to the start. I think it's really cool. We literally did one loop. It was really nice that we kind of went off on a bit of a rabbit trail at Fort Siloso. It was really fun. Honestly, I had a really great morning. Definitely gonna head back to do a bit of work. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the vlog. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye! So I just spent the last couple of hours filming on my new... It's been really interesting shooting it today, and we are also using